Bunkie Knudsen's two-seat rear-engine Boss Mustang Mach 2. After being passed over to head GM, Bunkie Knudsen took the top job at Ford last year. Knudsen wanted to make a quick splash with a Super Boss 429 Mustang, so he farmed out the job to Kar Kraft Engineering because it had to be developed very quickly with existing Ford parts. Kar Kraft settled on a backwards Torino drivetrain built in a modular subframe. They used a Ford Marine drive attached to a C6 automatic transmission, which exited into a two-piece drive shaft leading to a 9-inch Ford differential. Mach 2 independent rear suspension uses trailing arms with half-shaft axles and coilover springs. Outside window with new sport slats acts as the engine hood. An inner rear window and bulkhead replace the back seat. With no intrusive shock towers, changing spark plugs is a cakewalk, not the fool's errand it is on the 390 Mustang. The trunk bulkhead is pushed back, but volume is nearly the same since the spare tire rides up front. The rear engine doesn't run a power steering pump or even a cooling fan, and so returned a thrifty 14 miles per gallon. Electric drive motor for the front-mounted air conditioning is efficient but costly. The radiator remains in front with long supply and return lines. This eliminates overheating that plagues rear-engine exotics. Ford grafted on rear fender scoops to direct a current of air to help cool the engine and provide cold intake air. Kar Kraft prototyped used a shallow offset 15 by 8-inch rear wheel like the Torinados, with 6-inch wide front wheels. Knudsen wanted the Boss 302's 15 by 7-inch Magnum 500 wheels, so the half shafts were shortened to fit. The lightweight front end allowed manual steering, but with a fast 22-to-1 ratio. The $5,800 Mach 2 uses the posh new Mach 1 interior. It's the priciest Ford model. It's $800 more than a Thunderbird and only $400 less than a Lincoln. The independent rear suspension gives a smooth and well-isolated ride. Softer front springs with heavy-duty shocks give great steering response, but the rear springs are much stiffer to support the engine. With 57% of the curb weight on the rear wheels, when they break traction, we got violent oversteer that put us in the weeds. Mach 2 alone has 11-inch police car rear drums and 11.3-inch front discs, so the rear weight bias makes for world-class stopping of only 110 feet from 60 miles per hour. The drag strip traction is amazing. The great skill the Mach 2 required on the handling course was the inverse of the ease with which you can run 13-second flat, 110 mile per hour quarter miles. The automatic is tuned so you needn't even shift for yourself. Your kid's sister could look like Sox and Martin in this car. Knudsen's Grand Touring Mach 2 is really a drag strip hero. High-speed handling, ironically, is not its forte.